Hi there, lovely stitchers. I do hope you're all well. So we're starting a new stitch along, but I'm going to try and keep it sort of minimal stitches and more about fabrics and couching things down and using odds and bobs of what I've got lying around, apart from a couple of, I'm going to have a little play around with these yarn hanks and see what I can come up with using those. I have got lots of different colours and there's lots of different things in there, like a little set of like tassels, don't they? They're cute. But actually it was this one that I was looking at and thinking, ooh, I like that. Look at that. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to have a little play around with these because these are new, brand new thing in my shop. So if you are looking for inspirational sort of yarns and threads and variety of things, I've got them in the shop of lots and lots of different colours, just so head on over there, why not? So yeah, I'm going to have a little play around with those because like I say, when they came in the post I was, ooh, what can I do with that? But not, oh, I don't know whether you can focus in on that. That's got like a little loopy thing going on. Oh, there's just all sorts. I like those little windowy. So yeah, bits of chenille kind of thing. So yes, right, I'll stop saying the word so, I keep saying so, and it's not a Freudian slip. So here we go again. I'm going to have to try and write myself a list of things not to keep saying or doing while I'm filming, because I'm like, try not to say but you know. So I am sort of going with the Valentine's-y reds, greens, greys. I might bring a few blues in because I found I picked out a couple of bits of blue. Don't know, not sure, don't know where my head's going with this at the minute. So these are just all little bits of scraps that I've come across, gone into my scrap basket and just pulled them out in the colours, or if they got a colour that was in the scheme, if you like, just little scraps. I'm not going to go, I don't want you to go away thinking I've got to go and buy a load of fabric. These are all offcuts. If you are not saving your offcuts, now's the time to start saving if you're going to be following along with me for the foreseeable future. So anything, this is bits of sari silk, bits of old shirt, bit of an old pillowcase, it's even got the ruffle on it, fabric samples that people give me, bits of old, I don't know what that's off, can't remember, but literally this is all bits that have been given, a bit of old sari that have been given or they've come off. That's an old, the cuff off an old, off a blouse. I wanted the fabric so I cut that off. Yeah, so just be mindful and start thinking, right, I need to save that kind of thing. Little bits of lace off things. If you've got a bigger piece of lace like this, I would cut and probably cut that, or there'd be a little bit there, or you know, there's just so much. Look at that netting there. There's all sorts on that I would use. I think this is like off a blouse, maybe, don't know, but so much, there is so much potential in that piece of fabric. So yeah, never throw anything away. That's my ethos anyway. And as I say, I do make up I make up little fabric packs and sell them in my not Etsy shop, in my website shop. I used to have an Etsy shop, now it's changed over to the website. So if I do slip up, it's not Etsy, it is my website, and the website shop is linked. So I found some blue lace, but I thought it might be that way. I don't know, but I'm not sure where I'm going with that. But these are like little bits of linen samples that someone's given me. There's all sorts, but it's endless. So don't throw anything away. So let me just get my box, and what I tend to do is just pop everything in a tub. I'll talk about that. This is even what somebody wrapped me a gift up with. What do they call it? Baker's twine. I thought, right, that's going in. I have got some little heart ribbon, but I'm not sure I'll be using that, so just go to one side. Let's put that there. I've also got some of these Wensleydale curls, which I've got dozens of different colours in there, so I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to get them out. I'll just get a couple out because I can't help myself. These are off Wensleydale sheep, and they have been dyed. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, I love those. I love those so much. Again, look. Little springs. So yeah, I'll probably use some of that. Bits of thread. I'm going to try and keep my thread to a minimum, and I thought I'd go with this initially, an Aurifil wool. Don't know what it'll be like because it's one that I got from a big sample pack that Aurifil gave me, so don't know what that's like, so I'll have a little play with that. Some paint box threads. These are just cotton pearle, and they're variegated. I love this. And I know a black with greys. Don't know. Just not used it. Brand new. From the charity shop. From the Goodwill, or what do you call it? A thrift store. There's a big box of all sorts of variegated DMCs, and I just picked them up and went to the counter with them and did a deal. So, but that colour was in there, and I just thought, I will have a little play and see. So yeah, I'm going with those. As ever, beads of whatever you've got. I've got some vintage buttons. They're coming along on here. Don't know what. Don't know. Might use them. Old buckle. A couple of other bits of buttons, but yeah, a little. They might come across. Some more vintage linen buttons. Some mother of pearl. I love mother of pearl buttons, they're my faves. And this is my little tub, my little pot of when I can't be bothered to sort things out, or when I've made a mess on my desk. And there's one or two bits like that I made the other week. Or I liked these because they're the ring pulls off a can, but I like them because they were gold. Some pessementary buttons that I've made. That's for a whole different work day. These little things, there's a few of them, are Skittles out of a Christmas cracker. But in the world of Rachel, I look at that and think, right, I can wrap thread around that, sew it onto something, a bit of a buckle, don't know, but all sorts in here. that, as I say, I go along, scrap of whatever, ribbon, that again, more buttons. Anyway, you get the drift. Bit of vintage lace there, antique lace. So that's what I do. I used to have a big jar, but I knocked it off and it went everywhere, and I just thought to myself, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to stop that, and now just try and keep it down to a minimum. So yeah, some of that. I will, as always, keep my Ort jar. So if you'd not come across an Ort jar or an Ort tub or an Ort tin or whatever, I've put my little bits of thread in, and mine are usually tiny because, as you know, I keep on going to the bitter end, and I put them all in there, and I use them at some point for something. So that will be, I've got a jar of sequins. Yeah, I seem to have got quite a bit, but don't get yourself overwhelmed. Try and stay within a particular colour. It doesn't have to be red. I've just picked up red because it's Valentine's, and well, as you know, it's the age-old red is a nice colour for Valentine. So yeah, that's where I've sort of come. But I thought, well, I'll put the green in, and then I thought, oh my gosh, it's a bit Christmassy, isn't it, red and green? So we'll see where we're going. It might change, but I've just seen a little bit of lace there. I think I might pop that in my tub. Yeah, so that is me sort of giving you that's what we'll kind of need. Just, you know, bits and bobs that you've already got. Don't go out buying anything. If you've already got something, just stick with it and use what you've got. These little buttons, I mean, I just found these. Thought, ooh, cute, but I'm not sure I'll be using. But I'm going to pop them in there. Little vintagey bits and bobs. Thought, I bet everybody's got a button tin from Granny or Grandma, or, you know, Great Aunt. And I tend to just try and keep mine colour coordinated in little bits where I can. But hey, right, let's get rid of those, and we will show you. I will be popping mine onto a trusty frame. And where's my tape measure? My frame measures, for those who work in inches, 10 inches by 9 inches, or 25 centimetres by 22. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. So that was 22-ish. Okay. You might have a hoop that size, and you might want to work in the hoop and leave it in the hoop. But I'm going to sort of try and take this a step further once I've made my stitches. If you've got more than one piece of fabric, that would be great, because we might use it as a hanging heart rather than just a flat piece. I'm not sure yet. I'll see what I feel like. So I've done a couple of shapes. Don't know whether I'm going that shape or that shape. I think that shape, because I know for what I think I've got in my head. Just, can you see without me? I'm just checking. Doesn't matter whether it's upside down or not. Wonky on the page for me. Thread. Fabric for me. So I'm just going to. I think I'll draw around this. If you can't draw a heart, go on Google in heart template, and it'll come up, and just print it off. I mean, but what I did was I literally folded my piece of paper in half and cut I drew that one, but then I didn't draw it what I wanted. So you just fold a piece of paper in half and cut, basically. Cut a, yeah. You can go a bit primitive if you want and do one side bigger than the other and thinner, but I'm going this. I'm going to draw in. I just want to talk about drawing on fabric as well. Because I was talking to my daughter about it, and I feel like it's something you need to address. When you use a pencil, try not to, if you can, use a graphite pencil, you know, an ordinary lead pencil, because what happens with the graphite is it comes off onto your thread. So your thread, especially if you're using a light coloured thread, your thread will be a bit dirty. So try your best not to do that. But usually people have got colouring pencils knocking about, and they're a little bit waxy, so they will be better. So that's but nearly everybody these days are using heat erase pen, which oh my gosh, is it this one isn't, is it? Oh, it is. Oh gosh, yeah, it is. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear. Mine are all purple, and the reason mine are all purple is because when I was teaching, we marked the students' work in purple pen. And so I bought lots and lots of pens, and there were all these heat erase pens, because I would be able to, if I'd put a cross where I meant to put a tick or something like that, when there were, I could rub it out. I know. So you don't have to be perfect. Hopefully you can see where you, because we will cover this up. So that's my prep. I'm actually thinking I might do some painting. No, I'm not this time. So yeah, so that's my prep. So what we'll do is we will reconvene again tomorrow with your bit of fabric hooped up or on the frame or whatever. If you don't work on a frame, that's absolutely fine, don't worry about it. And your bits and bobs that you might want to put on here. Like I say, the world's your oyster. What I do is only guidelines, but it'll be less stitch heavy, if you like, and more snippets and fabrics. So I will talk about needles actually, because you will need a milliner's needle or something of that ilk. My favourites are chenille needles, and here's one. And the reason I like a chenille needle is because it's got a sharp point and a large long hole, and that means I can get most thickness of thread through it. If you're using embroidery needle, that's absolutely fine, but like I say, chenilles tend to be my needle of choice, and then a milliner's or straw needle, whichever. Well, they're the same thing, but they come in lots of different sizes. But I'm I tend to use around about a size 4 needle. But again, these are all things that you can buy quite readily, but they are in my little shop. Oh, hello Gertrude. They are in the online shop if you've not got. And you might want a beading needle. Always useful, because when you're using those tiny little seed beads, beading needles are the best because they go through most things. So that's what I would suggest, my recommendations. Hello Gertrude. So I'll love you and leave you at that, and I will see you all again soon. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up. If you're new, I'd love you to subscribe and find out more, and if you want to be notified, you need to hit that little bell and click on that. Apparently this is a new thing to me. So yeah, oh gosh, Gertrude's standing on everything. Yep. Right, so happy stitching everybody, or happy prepping, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye bye.